Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from TNJ. And to make sure you hit that like button, hopping into more Pac-12 play versus a non-Chip Kelly coached UCLA team. They are now led by head coach Thomas Brown, and you see they are 0-2 in conference, 4-2 overall. But look at us, we're at the top of the Pac-12 South, and Arizona is right behind us as they have a Heisman hopeful in J.J. Taylor. I expect that late matchup versus them to be epic. On the other side of the Pac-12, we have Washington, they always seem that they're at the top. They're 6-0, undefeated in conference as well. So just looking at Arizona and the Heisman race, like I said, J.J. Taylor is on top right now. 11 touchdowns, 877 yards. It looks like he's going to surpass his total last year, and he's having a pretty good season. But we're focused on UCLA. We do go against a pretty good offense. Remember, this isn't like a spread option like Chip Kelly runs because he's not there anymore. But it is kind of a traditional pro-style offense at UCLA. So we have some good news going into recruiting. Andrew Jordan, we actually passed up Alabama, and he's ready for a visit. And he is an all-around guy. He can actually play some quarterback as well, but his cover skills are too good to ignore. So if we do get him, I'm going to slot him probably at corner. And you know what? He might actually start day one at cornerback at the #1 cornerback position. So here we go. We are on the road once again, back-to-back road games for this SJSU team. And here we're kicking it off to Holmes. He's taking it back to about the 25-yard line as we get a good look at Dorian T. Robinson. So look at his stats. So last year, I don't know if he played the full season or not, but he threw for 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. But this year, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he's throwing over 1,500 yards. So he's already surpassed the total from last year. So he's definitely having a pretty good season compared to last. So here we go. They are out on offense. That time there is Wilson that is breaking a couple tackles and picking up a big gain. So here's Robinson on the next play trying to get away. And look who's there. It's Cameron Alexander, who had 3 sacks last game, and that's a big one there. So now 3rd and 21. Here is Robinson in the pocket. He's going to chuck this one deep, and that's going to be picked off by Trey Webb, the senior, as he takes it back to about the 42-yard line. And that was an easy interception for the senior, and he sets us up with pretty good field position on the next drive. So here is Drayvon Jennings. He is back and into the action here with a screen pass. Tyler Nevins getting a lot of room to the right side, putting on a juke move and picking up a gain of 25 to open the game. So now 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line. Here is Nevins getting to the outside, picking up a gain of 7. As he's kind of been the lead back this year. We didn't really expect it. We thought that Jay Taylor was going to be there for a lot of reps as well, but you know, Tyler Nevins has been dominating as his big brother gets a catch there. So now on the next play, there is a quick throw across the middle. That's Junior Fioka for a 15-yard touchdown pass. And look at that. I mean, they sent an all-out blitz, and we picked that up pretty perfectly as we had Fioka and actually Billy Humphries open on that. And we take the 7-0 lead. So here is the offense back out onto the field for UCLA, giving it off to Kashmir Allen. He picks up nothing on that. So on the next play, here is a draw play, but Michael Cummings there for the tackle. And now we get him to a 3rd and 12. Here is Robinson under center this time. He's going to sit in the pocket, throw deep across the middle. He's going to have Phillips, and that's a big gain of 35 and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10. Here is the next play to Kashmir Allen. And look at Tyson Parker with the hit. And he causes them to lose 2 on that one. So they do get it to a 3rd and 10. Throwing the ball deep as Robinson. And that's caught by Diamond Lee. That didn't look like he was in bounds. So we actually go and challenge that. And look, I mean, he's clearly out of bounds when he catches that ball. Look, he's trying to get 2 feet in bounds. He's out of bounds. But look at this. They actually ruled this a catch, but take another look. I'm just going to stop it here and just look at this. His foot may be down right there, but his other foot is actually out of bounds. So they ruled that a catch, and that actually is going to set them up inside the 5 with Allen getting the handoff. He's getting into the end zone, and that sucks because That big play pretty much ruined that drive. That was a big stop right there. But here we go. We're back to a tie game. Tyler Nevins getting the handoff up the middle, 5 yards on that one. So 3rd and 3. Here's Jennings throwing across the middle. He's got Trey Walker, the senior, and he's picking up 11 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 here, and the play action inverted veer. Here's a throw across the middle, and there is Trey Walker again, 24 yards this time, and he picks up a big gain again. So now here on a 2nd and 8, here is Drayvon Jennings rolling out to the right side. He's going to find Jamal Taylor. Once again, 17 yards as this offense is rolling. So now here is Jennings giving the ball off to Tyler Nevins. He's got a lot of room up the middle. He's got a gain of 9, and he's got 23 yards off of 4 carries already. So now at the 10-yard line, here on a 2nd and 10, Drayvon Jennings throwing out to the right side, and Trey Walker trying to fight for the end zone, but he can't get in. But 3rd and 2, carry up the middle to Tyler Nevins. He gets in this time, and that's a touchdown, and that's a 7-point lead as this first quarter ends. So now here on to the second quarter. Here's Robinson from under center. He's going to scramble up the middle. Nobody there to stop him, and he takes it upfield for 15 yards and a first down. So now at the 40-yard line, here he is under center, pitching it out to Kashmir Allen. He gets a nice run to the outside. That's a gain of 8 as Tyson Parker's actually there for the stop. So 2nd and 2, here's Robinson scrambling out to the right side. Here's Isaac Tagia coming up with the big hit, but Robinson holds on to that one for the first down. So 1st and 10 here from the shotgun. This time he's trying to scramble out, but he's going to get sacked. And that's Terrence Miller, who is leading our team in sacks. I believe he has 4 on the season. And we get him to a 3rd and 9. Here's Robinson, a wide open guy over the middle. And that's actually my fault. I was using Isaac Tagia, and I fell asleep a little bit. I was trying to send a blitz, but I got caught up in the blocking. So now here is Kashmir Allen with the carry up the middle. That's a gain of 7. And now they get it to a 3rd and 1. Snap from the shotgun. Here's Robinson. He's going to throw this one out of bounds. And on a 4th and 1, they're actually not going to go for it. They're going to kick the field goal. So now in a 14-10 game, here's a throw out to the right side, this time finding Trey Walker. He's got a lot of room down the sideline. That's a great block that time by Matt Pollard. And look at Trey Walker. He's closing in on about 90 yards already. So here is Wolf on the next play, getting a 13-yard reception, Carl Wolf, and that's another first down. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Drayvon Jennings throwing the ball deep to the right side, and that's Carl Wolf again, and he's in for the touchdown, the true sophomore. As remember, he committed to our team last offseason as a freshman without a scholarship, and look at him now. He's starting and getting touchdowns. So now here is Kyle Phillips on the ensuing possession, getting the 7-yard reception. Followed up by Kashmir Allen on a 2nd and 3 carry, and he picks up 8 as they move past the 50-yard line. So here's Robinson under center again, handing the ball off to Allen. Allen's getting going in the running game, and he picks up 11 yards. So now at the 25-yard line, another carry to Allen. This time he's getting a gain of 7, and they are just gassing us on the ground. So now facing a 3rd and inches, here's Robinson. This time they're going to throw it. He's finding his tight end, Jordan Wilson, at the 15-yard line, and they are set up here inside the goal line. So here is Robinson scrambling out on the next play, and he's going to walk in for the 1-yard touchdown run, and UCLA is back within 4. So now we do get the ball back here with a minute left. Here's a quick throw to the right side, and Trey Walker picking up 27 yards, and he's already over 100 yards on that catch. So now here on a 2nd and 10, trying to switch up the tempo a little bit, but Tyler Nevins can't get free, and that's just a gain of 4. So 3rd and 6, throw out to the left side. Here is Carl Wolf again, and he's picking up 13 yards as he's slung around, but he sets us up at the 38-yard line. So now here is Drayvon Jennings scrambling out to the right side. He's got a lot of room, and he's got Jamal Taylor with the block, and he picks up 16 as he makes it inside the 25. There's no snap to him on a 2nd and 10. Here is Jennings scrambling out to the right side. He's going to throw this one into traffic, and that one's picked off by Osling the third, and that is going to be a turnover. But take a look. Number 7 was backpedaling to Trey Walker, but then he steps up and intercepts that ball intended for Raheem Akusi. And we don't get any points going into halftime, but we still have the lead, 21-17. So here to start the second half, take a look at this. McDonald comes out onto the field as the starting quarterback, giving the ball off to Tyler Nevins, and that's a gain of 2. But let's just check on Drayvon Jennings. On that last throw, it looks like he got hit, and he's got an abdominal strain. He's out for the rest of the game. So McDonald is gonna have to lead this team in the second half. This is the second time he's had to do this year, and maybe it's a sign of things to come. Maybe Drayvon Jennings is an injury-prone player. So now we have to kind of switch up the game plan here with more of an option-style attack with running the ball. Here is Tyler Nevins lined up at receiver. He gets the jet sweep, and that's a first down. So now 2nd and 10. Quick throw to the right side. That's a slant, wide open Billy Humphries. He's picking up a gain of 16, and that's actually McDonald's specialty. He has to be a short pass kind of guy. He can't throw the ball down the field. He has very low throwing power, but he has good throwing accuracy as he scrambles out to the right side, a gain of 11. So now on a 1st and 10, this time running Matt Pollard in motion. This time McDonald's going to keep it, but he's going to pitch it to Matt Pollard, and Pollard's going to be in for the touchdown. I love that formation because they're not expecting Matt Pollard to run in motion and be a triple option threat. And look at that. He's in for the touchdown. And now we take the 11-point lead. So now towards the middle of the third quarter, here is Allen trying to run up the middle and cut back, but he has stopped that time. And they get it to a 3rd and 7. Here is Robinson throwing out to the right side, and there is a tackle, that time getting pushed out of bounds, Jordan Wilson. And that's actually Jalen Nelson on the coverage. So now we get them to punt the ball away. There's Trey Walker taking a big hit across the middle, but that's a gain of 8. So now 2nd and 2, running Trey Walker in motion this time. Here's McDonald keeping the ball, and he's going to slide up and actually get hit and pick up a gain of 12 past the 50. So 1st and 10, here's McDonald facing some pressure. He's going to throw it to the right side. That's going to be caught, but they don't rule it a catch. But take another look. That's actually a catch. His foot may have been on the line, but they actually overturned that, and it's a first down. So now at the 20-yard line, kind of running the same exact play, but this time lining Matt Pollard up in the slot, and he's picking up 13 yards and a first down. So now on a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, here's McDonald scrambling up to the right side, and that's actually going to be a gain of 5 as we're set up inside the 5. And here's a handoff to Tyler Nevins to start the 4th quarter, and he gets in for the touchdown, and it seems like we are running away with this lead. So here is Robinson back out on the ensuing possession here at the 35-yard line, trying to scramble out, and he is sacked by Michael Cummings. Wow, he's impressive. Redshirt freshman getting his first playing time, and he's coming up with big plays and big sacks. So now on a 3rd and 6, quick throw across the middle, and look who's there. It's Terrence Miller, who's doing his job there in the middle of the defensive line. He gets the stop, and we force the punt. So now here's McDonald on the next drive, throwing the ball on the run, and he's trying to force something there that he shouldn't have thrown, and that should have been an interception, but instead it's dropped. So 3rd and 12. Here's McDonald facing some pressure up the middle. He's going to try to throw it over the top, but he doesn't have the arm strength to get it to Jamal Taylor, and that's actually a deflection, and we had to punt the ball back to UCLA. So here's Robinson back out onto the field. First throw across the middle, and that's deep and caught by Jordan Wilson. Our guy, Isaac Tagia, did not get turned around on that one. So now 1st and 10. Here's Robinson trying to scramble out, but he's sacked by Andre Armstead. He hasn't had the sack totals as last year, but he's doing a pretty good job with his contain. So now 3rd and 13. Here's Robinson, throw out to the right side. He's finding Phillips, but that's not enough for a first down. That's only a gain of 9, and now they line up to go for it on a 4th and 3. Robinson, quick throw to the left side, and that's a catch by Kyle Phillips and a first down. So now this drive does continue here at about the 17-yard line. Here's Robinson finding some running room up the middle. He's picking up a 1st and more and getting inside the 10-yard line. So now 1st and goal, 2.5 minutes left in the 4th. He's going to break a tackle, but finally get brought down, and that's Trey Jefferson on the sack. So 2nd and goal. After the sack, here's a throw across the middle. That's actually caught by Lee, and Diamond Lee gets in for the touchdown, and they cut it back down to 2 scores as they line up to go for it here to make it a 10-point game. Here's Robinson having nobody to throw it to. Here's Andre Armstead around the corner, but he gets pushed into the end zone, and now they make it a 10-point game. So now here UCLA is going to try for the onside kick here. Remember last game, Oregon State got one, but here on the kick, we're going to bobble it, and obviously Stephon Blaylock is going to fall on that one, just like they drew it up. And now UCLA, if they score on this drive, they're right back in this game, and here we go. We need to play some defense. Here is UCLA under center this time. Robinson going to throw the ball over the middle. That's a big hit by Andre Armstead, bringing them to a 4th and inches. So here on the 4th and inches, they're giving it to the fullback, and they're converting. Tyson Gutierrez gets 2 yards and a first down. So this time is not their friend here on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball deep across the middle. That's caught by Coda. How are these passes getting completed? They're just throwing it into traffic, and their guys are coming up with catches, and that's another big pass. So now on a 1st and 10, here's a catch on the sideline by Omatosho, and that's actually 15 yards, and they're set up inside the 5. So here's Robinson under center on this play. He's throwing out to the right side. That's caught by Jordan Wilson, who's over 100 yards, and he's got a touchdown on that one. And now they are within 3 points. So another onside kick attempt. Can they get this one? Kick is up, but this time we're getting it. That's Cameron Wolf. And we have to get a first down, though, because they have 3 timeouts. So this game is still not over. Here's McDonald on the re-option. He's taking it himself. He probably should have got down instead of taking the hit. But we get them to burn their first timeout. So now 2nd and 2, handoff up the middle. There's Tyler Nevins. He's following his blocks. This offensive line is doing a good job. And he picks up a gain of 6. And that is going to do it as we eventually move on to win this game by the skin of our teeth. They got an onside kick. I think this is the first time I've ever seen 2 onside kick recoveries in back-to-back games. That's kind of amazing as we actually go on a win. But Drayvon Jennings is hurt. Luckily, it's not for a long time, but luckily we have a good backup and a transfer in Matt McDonald. Remember, he transferred after our first season, so we actually thought he was going to get some playing time, but I mean, it hasn't turned out that way. But luckily, he has got some this year. I mean, Drayvon Jennings is definitely injury prone, but Trey Walker has a big game. He goes over 100 yards, 118. He doesn't really do too much in the second half. He had a big game in the first half with Jennings, but that kind of got cut down when McDonald came in. But looking at our defense, I mean, we did pretty good. We got after the quarterback about 4 times, I believe. We had an intercept. We had 5 sacks, actually, and we had an interception as well by Trey Webb. And we played a good game. I think it was just that onside recovery made it look a lot worse than what it was. And our offense definitely changed in the second half because we didn't, have Jennings in the game. But Robinson, he did have a decent game, 22 for 29, 2 touchdowns and a pick. He actually didn't run the ball too well, 14 attempts for 23 yards because he was trying to scramble out so much he couldn't really find his receivers. So that's going to do it for this episode, but I just want to take a look at, just these rates. I mean, we're converting on 3rd down. 5 of 6 on 3rd down. That's 83%, and we're holding them to 5 of 11. I mean, that's the difference there as we go on to win this game. And, I'm pretty excited about this team going forward. We're ranked 21 in the nation right now. Hopefully that'll rise up a little bit. We'll be top 20 ranked come next game, but we'll see. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.